Well, the year was 1921, and a group of people came together on Pryor Street in Cedartown, Georgia, to form what would be known as the West End Baptist Tabernacle, which would later be called the West End Baptist Church, and then in the 1940s, the name would be changed to Second Baptist Church of Cedartown, Georgia. And so what that means for us is that the year 2021 is the 100th anniversary of Second Baptist Church in Cedartown. And we're so excited about this year. I've been excited about this year for some time now. We have some wonderful things that are in the works that are being planned to celebrate this momentous occasion in the life of our congregation and in our community. And I just want to talk to you for just a quick second about some of those plans that are going to be coming up very soon, and we'll be announcing more of those plans as the weeks progress. One is that you're going to hear a lot about this throughout the year 2021. We're going to, in many ways, draw from the rich heritage of our past and utilize that as we move into the future for the glory of God. The past wasn't perfect, but there are lots of things about the past when we look back we can be proud of, and we can know that there were people who came before us who helped lay the path for us to be here at Second Baptist Church in Cedartown to proclaim the message of the gospel. And so that's worthy of celebration. That's worthy of us taking some time and thanking God for all of those people, for all the things that God has done in the past 100 years of sharing Christ with Cedartown and beyond. So you're going to hear us talk about a covenant of a new century, or a covenant for a new century. And as a church, we're going to really reestablish some fundamental principles going back to our past and utilizing that to launch us forward into the future. And so a couple of those things that I want to make mention of are going to start in the month of January of 2021. The deacons and I have already talked about this in our last meeting. We feel like this is going to be a good move for us as a congregation. We're going to start to celebrate the Lord's Supper once a month in the year 2021. It's going to be on the second Sunday. It'll be a part of our second Family Sunday service. And we're going to celebrate the Lord's Supper in a different way every single month. And that really is helping to solidify us as a congregation, helping to remind us of the importance of the sacrifice of Christ, helping to remind us of keeping the gospel central in everything that we do. And a matter of fact, that's a Baptist practice that many years ago would have been a lot more commonplace in churches. Many Baptist churches hundreds of years ago would have celebrated the Lord's Supper at least once a month, sometimes every week. And so we're going to go back to that historic practice, and in the year 2021, starting in January, we're going to be remembering the sacrifice of Christ and proclaiming the gospel through the Lord's Supper every month on the second Sunday. Then also, the last Sunday of the month in January, which is January the 31st, we're going to have a very special service for the morning service. We've got a guest that's going to be with us. He's an artist from Roswell Street Baptist Church in Marietta. He's going to be painting a picture in the middle of our worship service while we're singing and while I'm preaching. And the picture is going to be given to the church to commemorate our 100th anniversary. And Kerry Jackson is a wonderful artist. You'll be blessed by his ministry and all that the Lord has done through his ministry. He's also a missionary with the North American Mission Board, but he's going to be giving that to the church to commemorate the start of our 100th anniversary. And so you definitely don't want to miss that service. At some point in time in the middle of that service, in January 31st, we're going to renew our commitment to our church covenant. All month, during the month of January, we're going to be talking about what the Lord is doing in our church and where the Lord is leading. And we're going to be talking about meaningful church membership. And in the middle of that service, in January 31st, we're going to have a time of commitment where members come forward and sign our church covenant to renew their commitment to the body of Christ here at Second Baptist Church in Cedartown. It's going to be a very special time of worship. You definitely do not want to miss it. We've got other services, other things that are in the works right now. especially in September. We've got Dr. Jerry Vines, our former pastor, that's going to be coming and preaching. We've got some other special services and things that we're doing. So here's what I want to encourage you to do, and you can write this down. I'm going to be saying it very often in the year 2021. Don't miss a Sunday. Don't miss a Sunday. Now, I know that we've got COVID still going on. We've got so many things that are up in the air about plans and activities and everything else. I completely understand that. But we're going to be marching forward, and we're going to be going forward into this new year with hope. Not hope that the world gives us, but hope in the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so, however you can join with us, whether it is in the parking lot service that we still have at this moment, whether it's in 11 o'clock worship service, whether it's online, please join with us. And my encouragement, I'm urging you, every single one of our members, especially in the year 2021, don't miss a Sunday. Find some way to plug in to get connected. If you're not able to be here in person, we have live stream capability now that's working really, really well. It's live streamed to Facebook, to Twitter, and then it's also live streamed on our website at sbcedartown.org. If you don't have internet access and you're not able to be here in person, you can call a number, and we've got all the details worked out now. It works really, really well as of this last Sunday. You can call a toll-free number, 844-632-5252. You can call that number and you can listen on your telephone, any telephone, you can listen live to the Sunday morning worship service and to the preaching. So that number is 844-632-5252. Matter of fact, when you call that number, it's going to ask you if you would like to receive an automatic phone call when we go live. And so you can call that number the first time, and then it will call you from every Sunday thereafter. So we've got every opportunity imaginable for you to be plugged in, involved in some way. We've also got podcasts. We've been putting that on podcasts for several months now, all the sermons and everything else. It's on YouTube. So there's so many different ways to access our services and to join with us in worship. And so my encouragement to you in the year 2021 for every single one of our members is to not miss a Sunday. And then when things get better, hopefully in the coming months with COVID, please join us in person. Come back and be home with us here at Sackett Baptist Church in Cedartown and celebrate the centennial year and this covenant for a new century as we go into this next time of worshiping the Lord, working for His glory. And I can't wait to see what God does through Sackett Baptist Church in Cedartown in the future. We're going to be focusing on this in the month of January, 100 years and counting. So I hope that you'll join us, that you'll be with us, that you'll worship with us, that you'll serve alongside with us, all for the glory of God.